Hello, my name's Ellie. I'm a chiropractor and Pilates instructor, and I think we're on day 8 of this lower back pain challenge. I don't like calling it a challenge because it's not going to be that challenging, but particularly today we're going to be focusing on some twisting and some glute stretching, which is going to be really nice, really passive, really no energy required for this. So as I will say in all the other videos, if you have any injuries, just make sure that you are signed off by your healthcare professional to be involved in this, and if you're going to do it anyway, just do it at your own risk. Back off if you have any pain. So really simply today, I'm going to get you laid on your back. We'll lie with the legs out straight. Okay, so you're going to lie with the legs out straight, hands just either side of your hips, and I just want you to take 3 nice big deep breaths before we set in. So you're going to take a really big deep breath in through your nose. Feel free to shut your eyes if you want. And then as you exhale, try and breathe out through your mouth. Feel your ribs shift. Maybe your pelvis moves a little bit with that breath. We're going to do that twice more. Take a breath in. Purely just to slow up breathing down a bit before we start. Let's go for one more. Take a breath in. Great. Okay. Bend your right leg so you put your right heel on the floor. You're going to take your left foot over the top of the right thigh. Now, depending on your mobility and your body shape, you might feel enough of a stretch there. You might need to bring the feet up off the ground and pull gently on your left shin, or you might be able to hook your hands underneath your right leg and just give the legs a gentle pull towards you. So in this position, I want you to think about keeping your pelvis on the floor, and I want you to sort of pull your hips up off the ground. Pelvis stays on the ground, head stays on the ground. If you want to put a pillow underneath your head, go ahead. And we're just trying to pull the legs as close as possible towards our chest. Maybe one day they'll touch. Mine ain't there today, but giving it a go. And then you're going to take your arms out to the side, palms up, cross your left thigh over your right thigh, and if you want to, this might be a bit too much, but if you can naturally go there, if you're really mobile, you could hook this foot underneath this calf, but only if you want to, and then take the legs over to the right hand side. Now when you bring the legs across, you're going to end up maybe putting one foot on the floor. That's great. I want you to put some point of the lower limb down onto the ground so that you're not just sort of hanging and everything's going to get a little bit tense. You want to really be super passive, super relaxed in these stretches. So bringing yourself into a bit of a twist. If this feels too intense, try taking the legs a little bit further away from you. If it doesn't feel like enough, bring the legs maybe a little bit closer towards this right elbow. But it shouldn't feel painful. It should feel just quite a deep stretch through the left side of the lower back and into the left hip. Maybe even in the thigh as well. Slowly bring yourself onto your back. Let's go the other way. So we're going to take our right foot over the front of the left thigh. That might be enough of a stretch. You might want to go for this gentle shin pull. You might want to go for back of the left thigh. Wherever you are, we're looking to close off the gap between the legs and the chest. I'm not expecting your shin to touch the chest. If it does, amazing, but going as far as you can. And then arms up to the side. palms up to the sky, cross your right thigh over your left thigh. If you're a bendy, super hypermobile person, you might want to put that right foot underneath the left calf, but you're not going to force that, just if it ends up there. Great. Take the legs across over to the left. Again, we're looking for some sort of point of contact on the floor, so the foot, the knee, and let the knees just relax over to the left, keeping the shoulders on the floor here. Okay, and then come onto your back, hold behind your thighs, just give yourself a gentle rock forward and back to bring yourself up to seated. And then once you are up to seated, you're going to sit with your, if you're on a yoga mat, that's a good reference point, but you're going to sit with one of your shins parallel with the front edge of the mat. If you've got something you can align your shin up with, fantastic. We're then going to try and take this other shin on the top. It might not get there because we all have different hip joints. There's quite a lot of variety in the shape of our hips, so that might not happen. Might be more here, that's okay. But wherever it is, what we're going to do is we're going to try and sit up as tall as we can. I'm not fussed if it's not super lengthened, if it's a little bit rounded, that's okay. But we're going to try and aim our belly button to the gap that we've made with our legs. So you're going to just start to hinge from your hips. Take yourself forward. You should feel a bit of a pull, whichever leg is on top, in that butt cheek, maybe in the thigh a little bit as well. Yeah, I'm just going to walk yourself forward. I'm going to stay here for 20 to 30 seconds. And then you're going to sit yourself up, whichever leg is on top. So for me, that's my right leg. I'm going to try and put my right leg either in front of the left shin or even better over the top of the right thigh. Oh my god, my left thigh. If you're in this position and your butt cheek has lifted off the floor, just pop it back down. And then we're going to hug that leg in. If you can take this hand off, that's my right hand, it's going on the floor behind you. You're going to take an inhale, try and sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to try and find a bit more rotation to the back side of the room. You're not trying to force this, just on your inhales you're thinking about lengthening, and on your exhales you're thinking about trying to find a little bit of more rotation. Alright, let's do the other side. So, other shin down. Bam, other shin on top. If it can, doesn't matter where it goes, if it's like here or if it's on top of the shin, fantastic. Try sit on your butt, try sit up tall, and then try and come forward, aiming for your belly button to the gap in the legs there. And I'm just going to chill out here, feeling the good stretch in the left butt cheek. Sit yourself up, put that foot either in front of the shin or the thigh, giving it a hug in. You can release this left arm, or it might be your right, depending on which way you've gone. Give the leg a hug in, put the hand on the floor behind you. You're going to take a breath in, try and sit up nice and tall here. And then on your breath out, see if you can find a bit more rotation. It's like you're very gently trying to wring your spine out. And keep that going, take a breath in. Lengthen, breath out, rotate. Let's go for just one more breath. And then slowly unwind. We will leave it there for today. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.